I've had a lot of ideas for what we could talk about here, but since our time is short.
No, no.
And, well,
but you've been soul searching. I think
What I've been thinking about, Rob, is our relationship.
Yes.
And I think that for the most part we get along very, very well.
Yes, indeed.
I also think that there is a point of contention between us that, and not just you and I, but with many people, that's never been resolved. And I think I'm hoping we can resolve it through language today. And it's about the 1985 World Series.
Yes.
So I think that there was a call made in the 8th inning of Game 6 that you believe was made in error.
Who doesn't?
Well, I believe that it was made correctly. And so I was wondering do you have any ideas of how we could solve this problem so we can move forward in complete agreement?
Now, see, this is very complicated in many interesting ways.
It's a lyric question.
Yeah. What we have to investigate, I think, in this lyric question is resolution itself. Can we live without the resolution? That's the harmony.
What we do have is, of course, we have history.
Yes.
That somebody was in charge, a figure of authority made a decision.
That's right.
That had effects in the real world.
That's right. And right or wrong, it's their decision.
Right. So we can be critical of history, but we still have to negotiate with the material facts of history. Where the spoils win.
Right. Now, Denninger, right? Denninger, I believe was his name.
Dinkinger?
First name? John? Maybe?
Don?
Don.
Dinkinger.
But I don't have my iPhone with me, so
I think that's right. Don is definitely right. Well, okay, this is very good. So there's a lot to think about here. I have a poem written about that very moment.
I do not know that.
In my youth. It was written in 1985, right after, called The Call.
The Call, yeah. As it's known in parlance.
Mm-hmm. Right. But I don't remember it well enough to recall any of it. It
must have been a very angry feeling.
No, it was about the ridiculousness of that it was still hurtful.
The absurdity of the trauma.
Yeah. And the word "still" was central. Continuing.
Well, that might be a candidate for our work.
Right.
It's a way for you to heal.
Mm-hmm. Still, just as by itself, is a pretty powerful word.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting word.
Yeah.
So so that's very nice. Let me take some notes here. So still is very nice. It's funny because someone came in, they wanted a noun and verb, and we came up with a word that was both a noun and verb. And we had a lot of options.
Noun and adjective.
Noun, adjective, and
adverb.
Adverb, right. You can't have a.
I'm still.
Right, you can't still. You can't be stillin'.
Yeah, you can't be stillin'.
I'm stillin'.
I'm stillin'.
Yeah.
Actually, that's.
I know.
Yeah.
That could be. That's a possibility too. So
I'm
we have
stillin'.
still. We have I'm stillin'.
Yeah.
I thought of two. This is on the other end of this, a little less subtle.
Okay.
There was a horse, very good horse. Well, won the Belmont, but not the Derby, I think, in the 80s. That was called Right or Wrong Frank, in one word. And I thought Right or Wrong Don might be kind of interesting.
Oh, I see.
Right, because it doesn't matter.
It doesn't. Finally, it doesn't matter.
Finally, it doesn't matter.
But
And
you also get the
was-
Don at the end, which is also the authority figure.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So the law of the father is really.
He's the Don. Yeah.
And the amazing thing there is that it's one word.
Sure.
So I'm getting a bargain.
You would get a real bargain there. Yeah. And there's a lot of assonance in that, isn't there? Right or wrong, Don. So those are some choices that I think are all
Do
interesting.
you guys have a feeling about this? I mean,
You just want one.
I always have I have like preemptive buyer's remorse.
Yeah.
You
You don't
know?
want to do a lot of.
And I, it's like anytime it's like choosing between two things that are wonderful.
Yeah.
Like, two different kinds of wonderful bourbon. It's like I already regret not having bought the other one as I'm buying the one that I'm buying.
But you never say, I'm just going to have these both of these glasses of bourbon.
I do that, but I never would tell anyone that I did that. because that seems kind of obsessive and decadent,
Yeah.
even beyond
Decadent, your own decadent.
which
Your own
which
standards.
kind of legendary. At this point. Sorry,
I'm attracted to this one, but
I'm
still
still-
as a contraction.
still in with an apostrophe.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree.
I thought of that. I didn't want to get a
As a
little
sort of as a
presumptuous
kind of
hip hop
innovation in hip hop vernacular.
Yeah, yeah.
with with it could be with or without with apostrophe. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, you have the words "I'm still in,"
I know.
which is exactly the situation for the Kansas City Royals. They're still in the record books as the 1984
Right.
World Series champions.
Right.
And you're
Yeah.
still in your argument.
Mm-hmm.
Until
Yeah.
until this transaction takes
Yeah,
place.
but
In which
Rob's
case,
not buying your idea that this is
But
going
I
to
Oh.
could be still in.
Uh-huh.
yeah. Right. It also sort of, I think we're leaning really heavily here, but it's also like you can hear the words "I'm stealing,"
Stealing, that's
like
what I
I've
hear,
stolen the
yeah.
World Series away from
Yeah.
the Cardinals.
I know.
Right. Right. Right.
I hear that. Yeah, that's what I heard as
Yeah.
well.
I think this is maybe a go.
You're getting a lot. You're getting a lot.
I
out
think
of
in terms of polyphony, like I'm still ill, I'm still
Yeah,
stealing all these. There's just more content there for me.
And every time someone encounters it, they'll say, "What's the story behind this?"
I know.
They'll say, "Well, there's this
There's
this
quite a
phrase
story.
there's a phrase in dispute,
Yeah.
and we're still talking about it."
Exactly.
We're still in. Yeah.
We're still.
Yeah.
And it's a word phrase that we created here
It's true.
at the
Mhm.
shop, which I
Right.
like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a neologism.
It had a kind of democratic birth. Okay,
Yeah.
now we got to think about what we
from the
want it to look
autocracy
like.
of the empire to the
Yeah.
democracy of this table.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you guys for helping me with.
Yeah. Oh, this is fun.
Yeah, well, now this I have to I'm going to completely defer to your judgment, to anybody's opinion. I don't have strong feelings on how it should look.
Okay. Anyone?
You know,
Anyone? I think the stamp brings it together in a certain way I didn't expect.
Well, legitimizes
I agree.
the state of our repaired
It's a treaty.
and perfect friendship.
Yeah.
I like the
Another Yalta.
Everything.
I love it a lot.
I like this too.
All right, good. Should we bother with seeing what it would look
Why don't I
like?
just purchase this from you, Rob? And
We'll
you've
forget
got
about
other
the
customers
rest of it.
waiting, and we
Yeah.
should
Oh,
just-
yeah, but I'm patient, so you make sure you're getting the product.
You're getting what you like.
This is
I
gonna.
think it's pretty lovely.
This is really wonderful.
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
All right, good.
So,
And you don't need to. You don't need another version.
I think I'm okay with this.
Good. Look at that. No more buyer's remorse.
I know.
Maybe
yeah.
you're cured.
Well, see, because if here's the problem. Also, if you do make another one, I will be racked with such indecision
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
that I may never leave.
Yeah.
Sure.
That could be a problem.
Yeah, totally.
Although, as much as I love your company, you probably don't want to spend the rest of your life here. Okay, good. So, 2 words. That's contractions are
Yeah.
cheap today, so to speak. So you're going to come back to the Bay Area with this, and you're going to be proud. You're going to wear it loud and wear it proud.
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
That's what I want to hear.
Absolutely. And I just came from Kansas City, but I'm tempted now to have to go back to Kansas City and just say, they're over it.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're still in, but they're
Right.
over it. Yeah. I fixed it. We fixed it.
We fixed it.
together.
Yeah.
We fixed it together.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate that. Do you think I could get a folder?
Folder?
Yeah,
That's
that
what's
would
going to be my next word.
That would be-
Folder it is.
Rob, has anyone brought back their word?
No, I've had
No
no.
returns.
I'm open to returns or exchanges,
Yeah.
and I haven't had any.
That's
Layaway?
I haven't had any layaway. I mean, I have had a few.
you extended some credit to me, which I have to.
I have some delinquent
Oh.
Yeah.
orders. You know,
How do you plan on taking care of that?
I don't know. A collection agency, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get you on that. I don't know.
To do collection. I'm
I
wearing
don't know
pink
yet.
pants. I don't know if that's really going to be terribly imposing.
That's a
Like,
whole new approach.
you'll Rob Fitterman money. It's like,
Sure.
Yeah, sure.